If I do this. There, wait, what happened? Hmm, that's weird. Supposed to go like dive straight into that, but all of a sudden like the settings got like messed up. So anyhow, good day everybody. I'm gonna figure this out while as we go along, but quick stream I suppose for today. We just have to do what we gotta do. It's been a very busy and tough week, but hey, I just want to play. Right now, probably gonna play some WoW later, or probably gonna play, but mainly I think I'm gonna play WoW tomorrow. I'm gonna do what I need to do for tomorrow, like dedicate usually my afternoons and WoW on Sundays. But for now, try a different game. I just want to get my mind off things with all work and all that stuff. So, going to start with some Divinity 2. Now, this is an old game. I played this before, but I'm just gonna play it through it again blindly. Was that's not really like technically blind because I I already played it before, but just as a tidbit before I started playing this game. Let's see if this is gonna work. Give me a sec. All right, there we go. Okay. So for this game, I'm gonna go back to it. There we go. The music. I missed the music. Alright, so for this game, I started playing this game 2 years ago, which is already like relatively old at the time. I think it was like 2018 when this started. I don't really know, but this is what I remember right now. I'm hazy with the details, but the thing about it is, I started playing this game when I was in a court room and was I went to the courtroom very early, and I had my personal laptop with me, which is a gaming laptop, but it's a Legion. It's a gaming laptop that's doesn't look like a gaming laptop. Anyway, for the hearing, I've done my homework. It's in a different town, so I had to like fly to that area. I had to sleep in the hotel. Didn't touch the game or anything. It was supposed to be a hearing, but I arrived there too early, and I think there was like I arrived there too early, and there was the court session was going to start at a later time. At this point in time, I had nothing to do. I was in a different town. All restaurants, all stores are closed. There's nothing really to kill time with. I was also from where I landed and where I stayed. The venue for where I was at the court trial I was at the hearing I was attending was also like an hour and a half away from where I stayed at the airport. So there's really nothing else to do, unfortunately. So I was stuck there, and there's just no point going back because I will be late if I go back. You know, like, I didn't want to sleep again, so like fired up my laptop and started playing. This was the game I picked. I figured that if I just did like character selection, generation, and all that stuff, it's gonna take so much of my time because it usually does take so much of my time. So there you go. I started playing afterwards, but then I stopped. So right now I want to start and finish this. And there's so many updates with this game that I don't know. Like, what's this? Now there's a beauty salon now. Like, that's great because that's also one of my comments when I started playing. And I already started playing with the definitive edition, right? So it's really like tough. Where was? All right. So now we have next. Herb Gardens? What the? Really? I have no idea what it is. I know, I think I crafted whatever. GG Larian Studios for this one. I like this one. Order in Magic. I think it was I forgot what my rule was, but I'm gonna start over anyway. Hagglers. Combat randomizer. Pet power. Oh. Damn, this game is like ever changing. It's awesome stuff. Oh my gosh, I have like an old save game. Wow. No, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna start new. I already have no idea where. I know where I am. I know everything and all that stuff, but yeah, I'm not gonna do that. What game is this? Why am I? Yep, I'm a summoner. Am I a summoner? Yep, I'm a summoner. I have no idea. I have no idea what the controls are. I don't know why my tune looks like this to begin with. I'm like, this doesn't, I don't remember this. And why did it? I didn't remove my color. Oh, there we go. There's a squirrel. I remember the squirrel. Mouse controls are so different. Anyway, screw that. I'm not gonna start with this anyway. I'm gonna have to save it. This is a quick save, so I have to save it. Incompatible. Anyway, see, look at the save. Like, look at that. It's like 2019. It's like July 13. New save. Hollow Mar. Oh, there you go. Alright. Done. Okay, now we can like. What? Oh, what the hell is that? What's that? I'm gonna quit games. Main menu, yep. There we go. What was I gonna do? I don't even know what the fucking profile is anymore. What is it? No, what does it have this one? Never going with blind. I'm too lazy for this. Okay, anyway. Fire it up, fire it up, fire it up. Single player. Is there like a benefit if I like right? Is there like a benefit if I do this technician all mode? Probably not. I don't want to stress. I gotta go classic. I went classic the time. Classic, man. I mean, I don't wanna. I like the role playing aspect. If you die, you're dead. Come on, come on. Let's not kid ourselves. Okay. Oh, conjure. I forgot about that.
Once I was a crusader for the Divine Order. I pledged my life to Lucian the Divine. The war changed everything. He sent me to save the elves I grew up amongst. I arrived too late. Lucian ordered the use of death fog against the Black Ring, annihilating everyone I once knew in the process. Now I'm a mercenary killer, one of the infamous Lone Wolves. And my next target is none other than Lucian's own son.
Okay. How's the shadow? Oh. Oh, cleric. Yeah, I like Conjurer. I always like Conjurer. Oh, Ranger. Metamorph? Damn. I like the preset. I think the presets here are like they're much more. They're different. Enchanter. Not too sure about that. Bouncing Shibam. It's like if I did my personality, I'd be like, not a warrior, not a melee guy. What do I need? We can have an origin story, then change the face? Not so bad. I haven't played this game for a long time. Oh. This dude looks like Sylvester Stallone. Has an Asian thing to it. I'm gonna go with phase 12. If there are others. Maybe the nose is kind of weird. That'll probably be better. Ricardo! Ricardo! Oh, what the heck? I like how they label their hair colors. Really cool. Yeah. Tutor, lumberjack, carpenter's. Persuasion, man. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Oh, shit. Oh. Dual wielding. Hey man, this is gonna be playing like a role-playing game, and how I want to play it, I'm gonna play how I want to play it, so screw that. What? I can even... Can I change my name? Look at like costume. Oh, well, I don't know what to change. Yeah, I'm not going to get that shield. I'm fine with that for now. Hmm. Like some crouching tiger, hidden dragon shit. Okay. I am just about done. Let's play.
It all happened like I knew it would. A single drop of source magic. And like flies to honey, the monsters swarmed. The rebel panicked. The carnage began. And the magisters pointed their fingers at me. Just as I'd planned. I was shackled and collared,
Oh.
and sent to Fort Joy. I'd come here to kill Godwoken. But instead I became part of their story.
Alright. get the show on the road. Source muted.
So, still a bit groggy, are we? Don't worry. The sedative will wear off soon enough.
Oh, why?
Easy now. No need to hurry. Get your bearings and report to me upstairs.
Alright, Magister C1.
The things I do to complete a contract. Being leashed by the Order once was quite enough. Nice haircut, Smiley. Being leashed by the Order once was quite enough. Being leashed by the Order once was quite enough.
Gold. Find out what you can do. Alright.
Rubbish.
Alright, get it. This is your map. Wait, I need a quick save. Crap. Yes. There. Alright, got it. What? What's the helmet? Anyway, that's about place bag.
Rubbish.
I got a lot. I don't need a bucket anymore. No. Hell yeah. Ooh, the force is strong. Hey.
Well, that explains the smell anyway.
This one, I remember I chose like Pet Pals. It was fine, but not really.
Shaking her fluffy coat, the sheep eyes you balefully, her rectangular eyes like letterboxes to the void. With one sharp hoof, she kicks you right in the shin.
Yeah, but I don't have Pet Pal features, so I'm not gonna be able to know what she's talking about.
Did you expect a needle?
Of course I did. A haystack. I need a weapon. Oh, I didn't see that. Nifty. So is it a door? B or B? Alright. Hell yeah.
Come here. Hey! Get me out of this cage and I'll make it worth your while. You in?
Why is he there in the first? Yep.
Your guess is as good as mine. Someone screamed loud as a banshee. After that, pure pandemonium. They never even told me what I was accused of. Just dragged me down here. Set me free, and I'll set you free. A fair trade, I should think.
Been a helpful guy, so we'll see.
A gentleman among jesters, you are. Give that lever a pull, and I guarantee we'll both get something out of the deal.
Ready for any.
Before you can even touch the lever, you hear a sniff and snort behind you as the snoring Magister mumbles himself awake. One bloodshot eye opens, and then another.
Uh-oh.
Is my shift over? Are you here to relieve me? Wait, you're no Magister. You're a sorcerer. What are you doing here, filthy scrounger?
Sorcerer.
Choose your words carefully. My fists ache to meet a new face. Damn. If it's not one thing, it's another. And no way I can trust those fools to deal with any nonsense on their own. Can't leave the prisoner alone, though. He's been nothing but trouble, I hear. That's all I needed to hear. Just don't let that caged rascal fool you. You can't trust him as far as you can throw him.
You have to save for yourself.
Go on, pull the lever.
The prisoner's buoyant voice darkens as his eyes rest on yours.
Ooh, trouble.
Ah, freedom. Tastes better than wine. I'm nothing if not a man of my word. And I did give my word I'd set you free, lad. Say your prayers while you've breath to speak them. The halls await.
Ooh, it's a fight. Holy shit, I didn't take into account that the barrel is going to spread all the way where I am. Alright. No, that was a poor thing. Ay, ay, ay.
I'm ready.
Good night, Hamor. Creepy bastard. Oh, okay. I have enough. Oof.
What would he have to gain by killing me? I'll have to keep my guard up.
boring.
I don't know how many R's it took. I didn't see that. Oh well. I don't know why Hamwar is empty, man. That sucks. Ooh, locks.
Under lock and key.
Great. Oh yeah. Ooh.
No key? No problem.
Empty.
That was funny. Intend to move that one, intended to open it. Alright. What's that? Rug. Oh no.
And I'm back where I started. Nowhere to go but up.
That was interesting. Now it's time to move on to the story.
Did the murderer take him into this room? Or was he already here?
That's a lot of information.
No lesions, no trauma. He was bled by magic.
This is a good summary of things.
Now, where did I leave my calipers?
Pretty nice. Oh, Magister C1 is here.
Rubbish. Junk.
Empty.
Why, you're looking a bit more chipper. Yes. Looks like that collar fits you snugly enough. Nice bit of work, even if I do say so myself.
No known associates. In fact, he seemed quite averse to spending time with the others.
There you are. Not too tight, I hope. The collar, I mean. Oh, not to worry. Every dog has to get used to its leash.
This woman has some sick fantasies.
In the meantime, your next stop will be Magister William. All passengers have to be registered in the ship's manifest, and he's the chap in charge of the logs. You'll find him on the other side of this deck, in the officers' quarters. Dungeon? You have the gall to call my laboratory a dungeon? I'd be quite annoyed with you if you didn't look so honestly perplexed.
Index fingers pressed to her lips, she pauses a moment to give you a scrutinizing gander.
My word, you do seem a bit befuddled, don't you? Perhaps I was a bit too generous with that sedative. Oh, well, I'm sure you'll soon gather your wits. Most likely. Eventually. In the meantime, all you need to know is that we're en route to Fort Joy. A new life awaits, and if you're a particularly good boy, perhaps a cure as well. An end to Source. For good. Why, for my peace of mind, of course. Why don't you try casting one of those Source spells of yours? See what happens.
No lesions, no trauma. It was bled by magic.
Oh, do go on. I won't hold it against you. Promise. My, aren't we a meek little lamb? Perhaps I needn't have collared you at all, though it does look darling on you. So let's just leave it on, shall we? Because to answer your question, what this collar does is this. It makes you unable to cast Source. For your own peace of mind, of course. Yours and the whole world's. Now, where did I leave my
Did the murderer
calipers?
take him into this room? Or was he already here? Did the murderer take him into this room? Was he already here?
What a wealth of knowledge this tome is. Dallas is such a dear lending it to me.
Bloody murder. Looks like someone's hit the Hall of Echoes a little early.
A young magister stands pale and silent. Her knuckles whiten around her weapon as you pass. The pale young woman... Behind the magister, a bloodied mass lies in a heap. Gore and limbs lie at odd angles. You can't make out a face amid the mess.
It seems as though there's a pattern in the blood flow.
There's been a murder. A sorcerer was killed by one of your own. Lucky you were busy getting your collar fitted at the time, or you'd be a suspect like the rest of them. Waters is investigating. She'll figure out who did it. Always does. Aren't you enterprising? I'll let Waters tell you no herself. Go ahead. She with the body.
Ugly sight, isn't it? Burns me up this happened under our protection. We're extremely lucky no Voidwoken followed the source that did this.
Ooh. That's kind of creepy. Okay.
That's enough now.
It was one of them. I know it. They don't care about us. We're like cattle to them.
Great, found a bedroll.
One of us wouldn't kill our own. They're picking us off one by one.
Can we just skip to the part where I reassure you and you shut up?
You think me mad?
Mad? Insufferable, surely.
What are you trying to hear anyway?
I'll tell you if you can keep it quiet long
I
enough
feel
for
like
me
going
to listen.
there.
Ah, there you are. Husband. Would you please tell this very charming gaggle of not-at-all brat-like babes that I am by no accounts this loser woman, nor do I sing, in fact. I'm deathly, deathly allergical. How very correct you are, spouse of mine. Madame Josephine Gribbles de Peeb refuses to be confused with anyone else. What? What's so funny?
Her pinched face cracks into a great grin, and she shoos the children away from her with a laugh.
Yeah, okay, you found me out. Go on and git, and maybe I'll sing you something when I'm good and ready.
She turns to you, dark-eyed and dirty-haired, and smiles flatly.
Gotta keep ourselves entertained, haven't we?
I'll tell you if you can keep it quiet long enough for me to listen.
You'd presume right. Nope. Trying not to find anything out either. Ignorance is bliss. The utterer, the better.
You, Jill, is that right? I've a few questions.
Thanks, but I already belong to an elite and exclusive ship gang. We play ball every day after lunch. You're too soft for it.
Oh, okay.
You take care, though.
Suddenly, her eyes cloud to an unnatural black. Greyish veins run down her face, and her mouth tightens into a cruel sneer. As quickly as they came, the clouds clear. She smiles as though no change came over her.
Good luck, Chief.
Very
Take it easy, Chief. You don't want to get noticed for the wrong reason.
Do you know Losa? She's a really good singer. I'm better though. Listen. La 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 la.
Take it easy, Chief.
I wasn't doing any. What's your job? You look like a mad.
You look like my daddy.
Clearly don't know the first thing about swords.
So that was Loza.
Please, please, please.
A no doesn't become a yes over time, you know.
What's your name?
The elf is reading a volume of Cranley Hubert's famous encyclopedia. He looks up, his big round eyes scanning your body, absorbing every detail. He reaches out and takes your hand, turning it this way and that, examining it from every angle. Finally, he pinches your skin, gently tugging at it.
Fascinating.
He sits back and returns to his book, flicking quickly from page to page, completely oblivious to your presence.
I've seen more appetizing things coming out of plague-stricken pigs.
There's nothing else I can make, Your Majesty. Turnips and water are all I was given.
Unacceptable. I've never dined on anything less.
It is simultaneously too detailed and insufficient. I know the beginning of this tale and the end, but I am rather missing the middle. Tell me, what do you know of our world's history?
Don't you get saucy with me when you clearly don't know the first thing about sauce.
Oh, please. I have no interest in that. Your books are too full of it already. No, I want to know about the Celestial. I want to know about your gods. This text tells me that they created all creatures, but nothing of what came before. Where did these gods come from? Who are their people? Where are the others of their kind?
They don't care about us. We're like cattle to them.
I'll give you that knuckle if you keep...
The elf's face freezes for just a second before he waves his hand dismissively.
Oh, it's just one of my idle curiosities. We mortals do like to consider these things, do we not? Now please, run along. I have a world to decipher.
No amount of pestering will get the elf to take his eyes off his book or respond to your questions.
I'll tell you if you can keep it quiet long enough for me to listen. How dare you classify this slop as food? I've seen more appetizing things coming out of plague-stricken pigs.
There's nothing else I can make.
The Divine Order wants to know.
Are all I was given.
Not so fast. Name? Well, you aren't here on my list. Scram, eh? We're trying to catch a killer here.
Well, there has been a murder, Your Majesty. Maybe that has the Magisters more concerned than your appetite.
Don't you get saucy with me when you clearly don't know the first thing about sauce.
It was one of them. I know it.
Well, well. What have we here? A fresh face in this stale hell. Let's size you up, shall we? See if you'll do.
The lizard looks you up and down, like a farmer would a fetching horse.
One of us would kill our own.
All of a sudden, he grips you firmly by the chin, with the intent of inspecting your teeth.
You think me mad?
My, we are fierce, aren't we? Not to worry. I'll soon remedy that.
I hear anyway.
I'll tell you if you can keep
Better
it
up
quiet
soon.
long enough for me
But
to listen.
Taylor.
Now then, to business. You will answer me 3 questions. The first one is this. Can you cook? Goodness gracious me, what a bore. Off with you. Quite clearly, you wouldn't have done at all. Shoo.
Put a knuckle in it. I'm trying to concentrate.
I spent my life singing for my slaves to bring me my supper. Finer fare than boiled roots and rotten tubers, too. Meanwhile, the Magisters feast on honeyed meat behind this very wall. The indignity.
You think me mad?
Mad? No. Insufferable? Surely.
What do you think I hear anyway?
I'll tell you if you can keep it quiet long enough for me to listen.
Ask what you must. I've nothing to hide.
Seems to me you should be
You one of them? A Divine Order loyal? They killed a sorcerer, you know. They'll hide the evidence well enough, but make no mistake.
I shall hold my head steady.
A broad dwarf sits totally upright on the bench, eyes closed, palms face up on his knees. His beard is a cascade of meticulous plaits, each one braided through with golden medallions. He raises an eyebrow as you approach, but doesn't open his eyes.
Listen up, boy. You hear that?
The ship, of course.
A wave of sound washes over you. The unintelligible chatter of your shipmates, the groaning of wood from floor to ceiling, the boom, crash and crackle of waves around you, complaints from the sea itself.
And?
Gods, didn't your mother teach you any manners?
The fellow cocks his ear, listening.
That isn't anger, it's
He cocks his ear to the other side, then smiles.
anticipation. She senses something. I'd hold on to my breeches if I were you, mate. That's all you hear, though. Listen close.
Turnips and water are all I was given.
There now, just like that.
I've never dined on anything less than a dozen
Squeak!
Aha!
His eyes snap open as his countenance breaks into an expression of joy. One great paw claps you on the back. The other catches you before you lose your footing.
There. You heard it, didn't you? I knew it. I knew it. Aye, this is good news, boy. Good news. It's the wheel, the wheel. Don't you see, you beautiful idiot? Squeaks whenever the helmsman jerks it clockwise, which means we're heading east. Burn my beard. That means if we've been travelling for, yes, only 10.34 nautical miles to Fort Joy.
Turnips and water are all I was given.
Unacceptable. I've never dined on anything less than a dozen-course dinner.
Ah, so you've eyes as well as ears, eh? You'll go far, mate, even here.
There has been a murder, Your Majesty.
Captain, actually. And that figure tells me we're getting close to the Joy. Close to what lies beyond it, too.
The dwarf leans back from the table and strokes his beard, gold medallions jingling merrily. His eyes roll over to you.
That'll be all. Thank you kindly, boy.
He continues stroking his beard, a beatific smile on his lips, and doesn't acknowledge you anymore.
You sure about that?
No!
Gods, didn't your mother teach you any manners?
She got eaten by a void woken.
Forget it.
An elf sits tucked away in a dark spot, lazily rolling dice onto the surface of a barrel. They sound like the dry cackling of an old witch.
Snake eyes.
I don't even know what that game is.
She chuckles.
I bet that's just what they'll look like. Rolling dice. Deciding fates. Don't worry, honey. It isn't yours.
She looks you up and down with the merest hint of a coy smile on her lips.
Never say never, though.
She eyes you quite seriously.
Not the future, no. But I can read the past in flesh. One of the perks of being an elf, you see. I'm quite good at it, too. I could lick your arm and tell you how you spent the night before last. Shall I?
She gives your arm a vigorous stroke of the tongue, efficient like a cat grooming.
You were in a cellar with other sorcerers. As everyone lay sleeping, it seems you and another elf engaged in an action somewhat similar to the one I just performed.
That dude was an elf?
Only rather more vigorously.
Oh.
Of course it is. The truth's right there, skin deep. But don't you worry, darling. Your secret's safe with me.
It's a different.
I don't lick and tell.
Oh, there's a pun somewhere.
I'll give you that knuckle if you keep carrying on.
One of us wouldn't kill our own. They're picking us off one by one.
The Magister starts. You look just like... The Magister's face turns white. He makes a move to step backwards, then stops himself as his hand closes on the weapon at his hip.
It is you. Ifan Ben Mesd. I remember you. You were my captain's commander way back in the war.
How dare you classify this slop as food? I've seen more appetizing things coming out of plague-stricken pigs.
The Magister's eyes darken. His face closes over into a cold mask.
I always knew you'd end up down low. Lower even than us nobodies in the rank and file. The higher the climb, the louder the splat when you fall. In Fort Joy, you're about to fall further than you thought possible. And I'll be listening for the splat. Happy landings.
Don't you get saucy with me when you clearly don't know the first thing about sauce.
Here to register, sir. Good. Magister Williams is just about done with the last passenger.
Okay.
You faring okay so far?
Oh. I just...
Glad to hear it. You head on in now. Williams will get you sorted fast.
You think me mad?
Mad? Keep those bolts trained on her, and if she tries to run, shoot to kill.
You seem on edge, officer. What on earth is the matter?
Murder most foul, and I strongly suspect...
Standing at the center of the room, you spot a sorcerer haughtily eyeing a pair of nervous-looking Magisters. They keep their crossbow trained upon her as she's being interrogated by an officer.
So you admit it then? You murdered that poor fella?
Yes, I did. But of course, that was only the beginning.
She turns her head and looks you straight in the eye.
There are others whose lives must end.
Good God, the woman's mad. You there, sorcerer, go and fetch Magister Siwan. We need to do more than collar this maniac. We need to shackle her, hands and feet.
It means your journey draws to a close. Do stick around for its finale, though, because...
She reaches for her collar and simply removes it.
How did you do that?
I'm just about to create a scene.
Subdue her, men, quickly! If she casts source, the Voidwoken will come. They'll end us all.
She smiles with wicked satisfaction.
Precisely.
Oh no.
What's happened?
The young woman lies in a heap on the floor. She's breathing normally, but her eyes are wide open, like those of a corpse. Dark, greyish-black clouds swirl through them. She doesn't stir.
Question, basic question, why am I the only one awake? Why are all the men okay? And all the source moments are alive.
The Magister lies on the floor, unconscious and bleeding from a dire-looking wound. The Magister lies on the floor, unconscious and bleeding from a dire-looking wound.
No, not the final dark. Not yet.
Her hand lies limp in yours. She's too weak to stand.
The dice roll darkly. They're rolling for me.
Oh, vile bit. Yes, thanks for the clue.
The dwarf lies in a heap on the floor, his great beard twisted and tangled around him. He is stock still. You can't see if he's living or dead.
What about that beard?
You hear a faint thud, thud, thud. He's alive.
He's alive. Dignity.
Oh! What? What happened? Must have been the turnips.
Why is this guy awake?
You dare strike a royal? Ooh.
The lizard's eyes close as he slips into unconsciousness.
Oh, I missed this. stream for those guys. Game will take, yeah.
This again.
That's with that. Food consumption. Okay. There we go. I thought it was upstairs. Not so not.
long before this thing snaps into splinters. Damn. That doesn't bode well. Onwards and upwards.
We've got to find a key.
God damn it. Need to get off this wreck. Quick.
Master Loot.
Great God, something's pounding on the hull!
You pass through the door and are suddenly face to face with an undead. His skull is bizarrely angular, and a glorious jewel, the skeleton, is quickly leafing through a volume of Cranley Hubert's famous encyclopedia.
No. What damn fools record knowledge on a pulped tree? It catches fire, it turns into must when wet, it cannot even resist acid. No wonder they're so bloody ignorant.
The skeleton looks up and notices you for the first time.
Oh, it's you. Shouldn't you be running and screaming or some such?
The skeleton groans and looks back to his book.
Yes, indeed. It's the look of someone that... Now, if you're really quite finished, I believe you have lifeboats to flee to. Please, I was no more an elf than you are those rags you're wearing. I had a mask, rather ingeniously designed, which allowed me to take that primitive form. A mask that was stolen by that damned witch after her little scene. Still, she'll drown with the rest of these fools, and I will simply pluck my mask from her cold, dead hands. Indeed. Just as sensible as getting off a sinking ship and leaving a fellow to his business. I would say good day, but it seems quite likely that you're about to die a rather terrible death, so...
The skeleton shrugs casually.
I like that.
The marking on the door was painted recently, judging from its pungent scent. You recognize the symbol. You press your palm against the door to open it. The wood feels neither cold nor warm, but simply grey. The color drains from your hand, and you are left numb. It doesn't budge. The door groans open, but an ashen shadow clouds your mind.
Death fog! I need to get out of here now!
I can find Grace. What was...
He eyes the collar circling your neck and reaches a hand towards his blade.
Another sorcerer!
The Magister's companion doesn't blink, frozen in place at the sight of you.
Like you don't know? Mutiny! Did that witch fix your collar too?
He whispers loudly to the other Magister.
Don't just cower there, Rix! Take out your blade!
Rix grabs his sword, which shakes in the rhythm of his trembling hand. Rix looks to his companion, who then looks to you. They drop their hands to their sides.
Go then! Get out of here! Just leave me be. Get on with you.
Murder. Down.
And you thought Rivellon was flat.
Ah, Alexander. Just in case we forget who holds us captive. So much for a peaceful stroll.
chance.
Shut your trap, kid. Children and dwarfs first, just like the old stories say.
The dwarf yanks at one of the nearby ropes to no avail.
You said there were other people down there. We need to help them.
You see those tentacles, kid? It's time for getting the hell out of here.
Thank you! There's a ladder right over there. You can go straight down.
You're gonna be the death of us, you hear? Had to open your big mouth, didn't you?
Never leave someone behind.
The Magister lies on the floor.
You can walk. Get yourself off the ladder. There's a... Wait! Voidwoken!
beardless bugs won't sink a ship on my watch. Prepare yourself.
Let the games begin.
Into the dark with me.
They who are about to triumph.
I thought Voidwoken was supposed to be scary.
Glory is mine.
We make a pretty good team.
Let's not tarry. This old tub is about to burst.
Away! The sea's hungry. We don't have much time.
Please, my time is short.
Something. It's Magister Siwan. The one who put on this damn collar.
She tries to speak, but can only gape as she clutches her neck, trying to stem the bleeding of a gushing wound. With jagged movements, she raises her clenched fist and holds out a length of cloth, soaked with some kind of strong-smelling tincture. Blood quickly soaks through the cloth. Magister Siwan's mouth opens and closes, her eyes wide in terror. It's working. The pressure is stemming the flow of blood. Siwan clutches your arm, her eyes locked with yours. Something within the ship snaps. The floorboards shudder. Siwan struggles to her feet, clinging to you tightly. The ship lets out a deep groan, then cracks.
Gods.
It's ripping the ship apart.
This is it. She's...
I have plans for you, child. Rise.
Honorable Dallas, we lost a ship sailing sorcerer prisoners to Fort Joy. We assume some escaped and broke their collars. Their vile magic
lured the Voidwoken. All who were aboard are presumed dead. Yours faithfully into eternity, High Judge Oriven.